position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Gators will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return.
Georgia offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Flying down the left side. The 40. The 20. He's at the... and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the... touchdown, Gator. He got a step and just dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for space, it's Frazier. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Johnson wants to throw it. Right on the money. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Ramsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Got his man. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try it over the left side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Johnson looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Bulldogs will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Georgia! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Webb. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Sherrill. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out of space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Daniels. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, 1st down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry, you know.
Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They're going to run it. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, and 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
And the Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
Hey, you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around, but...
And it's loose! Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up and you're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Just feeds the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. An impressive, long, methodical gains and points.
He just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the returner will be brought down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Daniels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Daniels. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
And I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
The Gators are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Now the pitch. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Trying play action. Fires to the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Georgia, 17. Florida, 14.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Wilson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Yeah, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Keeps it on the draw. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And oftentimes running backs love dropping this because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Gator! They take the lead with the 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Can't connect on his 1st throw.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. This one's complete.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. We When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
Give it 105 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Powers through. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up by 21 over Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run. And because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going up top. He caught it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Snap in the shotgun. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. To throw, it's Lagway. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
You know, teams practice 2-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need to make it a 3-point game so your opponent can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. Going over the top. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. On the run, still looking. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Wilson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
The Gators have moved it inside the 20. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They'll go to the air.
times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
26.
He'll bring it out. It's White. Delivers the stiff arm. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
A whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds his tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, it's the worst possible time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, David. It looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Facing a third and long. They'll go to the ground. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Stockton. Using the quick game. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple.
Ball is free. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense looking great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's ball. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They go to the ground. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State.